Italiano, Italian word of the day for today, Saturday, 11 April 2026 is vendetta. And it translates to English as revenge. And this is one that some people may remember the movie V for Vendetta, or movies V for Vendetta. But this is one that I was choosing this word. Gonna do it on a Friday, and then I was like, yeah, it wasn't a fit for the day, so it's today, because I'm still on a high from seeing Yumi and Tuscany in theaters yesterday. I was like, well, why not do it tomorrow? And here's Kona Dog. He's like, she's doing laundry. There he is. He's like, I just wanted to make a cameo. Alright, just so you know, I'm her family. Also, I have a thing or two to say. It's like, my revenge. Kona Dog's revenge on the parents is she's falling in love with Cinnabar workers. Regal Cinnabar workers. Me? Tanis, she, her, hers, or Seattle. Anyway, so what is revenge? Revenge is like doing something because somebody did something and it like pisses them off, or it was actually wrong, or for whatever reason somebody goes, now I'm going to come after you because you did something that like caused a certain reaction, or did something, and now the response is to get like payback or make it fair. I'd say revenge might be stigmatized towards like a payback, but there's also the like revenge in terms of the person's not ever gonna make it right, so this is revenge in the sense of just making it fair or equalizing it or like neutralizing the damage. So there's like the immature, I'm gonna get you, and then there's the mature, like, I'm just gonna set it so the record's like clean and everybody can walk away. So there is actually a mature form of this. All right, so I was like, can I do some like ruminating? So I was like, so Kona Dog goes, it's payback from your god Hades. There's some good Regal Cinnabar workers there. Well, they're all attractive. She talks about them when she comes back to the house. Yeah, I know. She looks at the receipts and looks at the names of the workers. She's like, she'll put it in her little, receipts folder or envelope. Sorry, which one is it? And be like, yeah, they're good people. I know. Okay, so that's Kona Dog chiming in. So here's the kind of stuff I had written down. In a nutshell, all of the stalking of me and leering at me by my parents since I moved back in with them in 2019 has made military service and prison undesirable compared to living with them. Though this was also true when I was growing up, just to a lesser extent. So, like, I think there's a little bit of like, why did they do what they do? So like my parents can be graphic and very negative and kind of try and tear everything down, and that I bring up. So I'll deliberately choose a time of day where I'll get to be alone and I'll get to eat a snack on my own, or I'll get to eat lunch on my own. And what happens is they'll like walk into the room and they'll start talking about something inappropriate or negative or trying to tear me down. And so then I'll stagger my time, but they follow it. And like I'll get like 2 days before they're like pouncing on me again at the new time. And then they'll like, oh, we know she usually does it this time, so let's go 5 minutes early so it ruins her entire lunch. And it's been going on the whole time. And like, it's stalking and it's leering, and leering is like inappropriate staring. And so it's like, prison in like the Norwegian army actually sound like desirable alternatives. Okay. So to be in prison, do I get my own cell? To be in solitary confinement, to dine alone in peace and quiet? Oh, for so much as a single meal, that would be a gift from my god Hades. To be in the Norwegian army, to dine communally with others and share in food and conversation that does not attack me, that would be a gift from my god Hades. Alternatively, this is something like, I could say, like, I don't know why they do what they do. Is it my parents taking revenge on my soulmates? So instead of them attacking me, they think they're attacking my soulmates. Is it that I already have, kind of thing, kind of spirit. Is it my parents taking revenge on my soulmates in advance by mistreating me deliberately because my soulmate provides me a living environment that is supportive, loving, and respectful of me, unlike my parents? And I was like, okay, well, if we're going to go that way, does my sister take revenge on me if we are listed to get our parents' residence 50-50 in their will and testament type? Then I am living in Montana / the Dakotas, and she sells the residence and takes all the money without telling me. So So I've talked about that this morning. Was a, you know, I think it was like maybe a cosigner thing where like I took money from my account without my kids in and put it in my sister's account. I was like, and I was like, what were the details? Oh, she overdrafted her account. So if somebody like draws out more money than is in the account, then there might have been some clause somewhere, right? And then the co-signer, so it would have been my parents. I didn't co-sign on the account. You know, they took money from my account, and my parents didn't put it in their account, but like the bank acted on their behalf. You know, it's like, my sister's coming out of her side of the family. It'd be inappropriate to ask me for any money. Like, you know, does my dad treat my bank account? So I have not ever actually been a co-signer. I have not ever signed on as a co-signer to any account for another person ever, like on anything, not much less bank accounts. But and I only have bank accounts of my own. So like if my dad were or mom or whatever were treating my bank accounts as their own, they're like, oh, we got money for that, and you know, they overdraft my account, and then I get slapped with a fine, you know, like, but then I deposit, so they wait until I've deposited a paycheck to actually steal the money, and the bank doesn't catch it, or like whatever, but like maybe the bank does catch it, and I was like, but they like transfer it to the sister who cut me out. I'm like, so essentially everybody's, you know, daydreaming like my parents and my sister and her family stuff about like stealing money from me before I have it is what's going on. That's scary. And that's not even revenge. Or is it revenge just because they're like, you shouldn't be paying attention to your finances. We want to rob you. And you shouldn't be paying attention. We're trying to distract you so we can steal everything you have before you have it. Are they going to overdraft my account? It's like, that's a vendetta. Only I haven't done anything. And that's it. We should be able to steal all your money before you ever make any, you know. It's like, God, privilege and entitlement, huh? How am I even part of the family? Maybe I'm not. Maybe I was adopted. That was a thing growing up. Is that revenge, me saying that? If they are my parents? Sure doesn't feel like it. It just feels like pointing out the obvious. All right. Anyway, so in Italiano as vendetta, in English as revenge.